Welcome to Building Leaders for Success. I am Stewart.
I'm Elise.
And we are here to be able to teach you some lessons on how to be a awesome, successful leader. We have some amazing tips today that's going to be able to help you to facilitate your mission in life in leadership. We're going to help you to be able to be all you can be in building relationships, right?
We're also going to help you take the tips that you learned today and use them in your everyday life to continue to build business relationships and continue to move forward in your journey to be a magnificent leader.
Yes. Today we're talking about how to keep it real while building your network, right? How to keep it real while building your network. I'm not talking about your cousin network. I'm not talking about your brother network. I'm not talking about your mama network, your daddy network, your kids network. I'm talking about your network. Are you building it? Are you connecting? Are you connecting with your audience? Are you connecting with people? Do people feel you? Or are you smacking them and turning them away because you don't have any personality, right? Or you don't have any enthusiasm? Or you don't have any ambition? Are you? You have to ask yourself that, right? You must surround yourself with individuals that have diversity, right? And diverse, not just diversity in color, but diversity in skill, right? And interests, right? And also what happens is when you do that, they begin to bring value to you and your business because they have different types of skills and they have different type of things that's going to be able to help your business to grow, right?
Absolutely. Another form of diversity you need, not just diversity in your skill, but diversity in your personality as well. Mm-hmm. You have to learn how to take the skills that you have and learn how to use those skills to interact with other diverse people of different cultures, yes, people of different ethnicities, people that come from a different walk of life. Because if you're only worried about the way you think, the way I'm keeping it real with me, this is the way I am, this is the way I'm keeping it real, mm-hmm, then you think you're keeping it real, but what you're doing is closing yourself off from the world and preventing yourself from any other endeavors that you might have with other diverse people in the same, with the same mindset or in the same vicinity as you regarding your business.
Yeah, that's so true because, sometimes people, they think keeping it real is, I remember somebody told me one time, they said, I keep it real no matter where I go, no matter what rooms I'm in. I'm just keeping it real. I'm me. I'm just going to be me. However I am, that's just what they got to take. But they don't have to take it. That's why when you go to a job interview and if you not properly dressed right and you're not properly, you don't use the correct verbiage, what's going to happen is you're not going to get the job.
Absolutely.
Why? Because you can't be real. I mean, you be yourself, but you have to be yourself in a particular environment. Absolutely. If I take you to a nice restaurant, if I take Elise to a nice restaurant, I don't expect her to be ratchet and hood. I expect her to be able to be who she is, an upright person, right? A person that's elegant. You know what I'm saying? If you're around elegance, why you trying to be ghetto? I mean, I don't understand it, right? So it's like you be yourself, but you have to have a standard to your life. You know what I'm saying?
You have to know how to conduct yourself in public.
Yeah,
you have to know how to conduct yourself around certain people. Yeah. And you have to, in turn, grow daily. If you have the mindset that this is me, I'm keeping it real, I don't care about this and that, I'm me and that's how I'm going to be, that means you're stuck in your own light and you're not going to grow. Yeah. Your light is going to eventually dim and go out.
That's true. And also that makes you a narcissist. You're narcissistic because it's all about you and you don't care about anybody else or anybody else's feelings or how anybody else think. You're really a narcissist.
And you're not going to be able to grow your business to the extent that you want to because you're stuck in your own bubble and you're using other people to make yourself feel valuable or to make yourself feel worthy when that comes from you.
That's true.
Self-worth comes from you. Absolutely.
It definitely, yeah, that's true. It definitely does. What you want to do too also is to interact meaningfully. It's very critical that you get to know somebody for who they truly are and establish the common ground, right? Things you want to know about them, their passions, their life goals, what lights them on fire. Because if you get with a person and you join their opportunity, join their business or whatever, and they don't have no fire behind it, why would you want to join? Why would you want to even partner with them? I don't want to partner with nobody that don't have fire for what they do.
Ambition.
And ambition for what they do. And also, you have to know who you're partnering with, right? You want to be able to at least know a little something about the person, especially when you're talking to the CEO, because that's what happens when you're in business. When you become a CEO yourself, you're going to be around CEOs.
Absolutely.
Right? So you have to begin to put on that mind frame that you are a CEO and they're going to get to know you and you're going to get to know them. Y'all might go golfing one day. Y'all might not even be talking about business. You all might just be talking about the golf game, right? That's cool. But he might tell you, hey, man, this is my business, man. This is what I do. You might have a soap, not just a soap, but like a shower business. You create showers, you put shower heads on and all that stuff, and he say, oh yeah, I work and manufacture them. Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Y'all go out, meet, have a nice golf game. You may not even bring up the business because you just still working on your stuff. But then next thing you know, that's a contact. So you call them, hey man, I know we played golf, we had a good time and all that. Hey, you was telling me something about you manufacture shower heads, right? Yeah, I do. I'm ready to get into that business. I already kind of was in it, but I ain't have everything together. But now I'm ready to go full force. Can you teach me something? Can you tell me how to get in it? Can we collaborate and work together? Oh yeah, sure. I enjoyed you, man. We had a great time golfing. Hey, you got your kids, your family. You told me a little bit about yourself. You're an amazing person. Yeah, I'm ready. Right? Just because you build that relationship. Everything ain't always about business. Sometimes you just got to get to know people and talk to people, and then eventually it'll come up.
You need to know people as they are. Keeping it real is knowing people as they are, coming to them how you are. And if you are a great entrepreneur, and to become a great entrepreneur, you have to be able to be real in all different situations, all different areas. Real doesn't mean that you're at a job interview with a potential client and you gotta turn up for the one time.
Yeah.
Because you're being real. That's not being real, that's being ignorant. Yeah. A lot of time, a lot of us replace being real for being ignorant, and they're not one and the same.
Yeah.
Being real is to be able to know yourself, know that you're on a growing journey every single day, knowing that you're networking with a lot of different entrepreneurs, a lot of different CEOs, so that you can take your business to the next level. But at the same time, you're respecting the other person that you are connecting with, networking with, opening up yourself and your mind enough to know them, to get to know them more, so that you guys can grow your team and further both of you guys' business by sharing ideas with each other for your products and services.
Yes, and that's so true. And also, you have to also understand too, say if you go into a room where you have these bunch of old entrepreneurs who have been doing it for years to come, sometimes it's best not to even say anything right away, because you got wisdom in the room. And when you have wisdom in the room, you have to begin to learn from wisdom. A lot of times us, even the younger entrepreneurs, we want to always talk. Sometimes we need to listen, because you learn a lot when you listen to a person. A person will tell you their whole life story if you really listen to them. But at times we don't listen to people. We just want to be able to talk to get our word out, but we don't really care what they're talking about. But I was taught that years ago when I was younger. When you're around older people, especially people in business and mentors and people who are legends in their city or globally or whatever, you need to listen, because they got something for you that you need to begin to get and to receive. So you have to have that mindset that, oh man, these people, they know what they're talking about. They experts. I need to tame down a little bit and begin to really listen to them and see what they're talking about, and see what they're on, because I can learn some things from this connection. And then if they see you trying to learn, they gonna want to help you, because they like, oh, they ain't one of them think they know it all people, but they ain't even having results that we haven't.
Absolutely. No one is going to want to invest if you're doing a whole lot of talking and not enough listening. No one is going to want to even go further with any kind of business with you if they don't think that you're valued or that you value their opinion. Mm-hmm. If you don't value their opinions, if you don't value the time that they've had in the business world, you will talk yourself out of a great opportunity. That's because true. You're doing a lot of talking and not absorbing the wisdom and knowledge that you need to have the longevity in any kind of business with your product or service, if you're not taking the advice from the people that have been in the industry for a long time.
Yes, that's so true. You must be prepared to give first, right? You have to be prepared to give first. Before you get, you have to be a giver. It's just the law of reciprocity, right? It's just like a farmer. He sows seed and he knows harvest is coming, right? Sometimes you have to do stuff for free. Sometimes you might have to give a sample of your product just so some people can be able to buy. Have you ever been in a store and they had the food, right? And you took a little sample of the meat and you was like, "Woo, I like this. I like this. Yeah, I like this Polish sausage. It's good." Now I have to go and buy it because they gave it to you free, right? So you have to at times give a little to get a little, right? Give before you ask for anything. You'll receive more, definitely, right? It's karma, or sowing and reaping. You also have to be human. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Right? You have to respect people's space. Right? You have to respect people's boundaries. So you have to know how to come at them at the appointed time. Not at your time, but at the time that's right for them.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? You have to be prepared to be able to give. At times we always want to ask people to something. Hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to give. I need you to do me. No, but you have to be able to give. It's like us. We are givers. At times, even we have a nonprofit organization also. So we give at times, and we give back to the community. Then we do ask at times. Hey, do y'all want to donate? Do y'all want to give money? Do y'all want to do this? Because it's us. We are giving. When we feed a person, they feed a person, because your money goes a long way. So whatever you put your money in, that's where your heart is at.
Absolutely.
So when we do activities, they're doing the activity. Why? Because they put their money behind it. You see what I'm saying? But that's the realness of a person saying, hey, I believe in you. I believe enough in you to be able to give my hard-earned money that I work for. I don't care if it's $3. I don't care if it's $1. It's hard-earned money because they work for it, and they have to show up with their body and show up with their mind and show up with their brain and show up with their thoughts just to give it to you. When people give you their time, you should appreciate that, because everybody, especially when you're really successful in life, you don't give your time to everybody.
Absolutely.
They have to earn it because they don't deserve it. They have to earn it, and you have to begin to have boundaries around your life, right? Most of my life, I have had boundaries around my life because I always been high up in life, right? So I always had to protect my space, and I always had to protect my mind and my peace, because people will come and they'll distract you and they'll take your peace and they'll taint your peace, right? But you have to have the boundaries that my time is precious and expensive. And I can't let everybody mess with it, and I have to have the right connections.
And I'm going to tell you like this. Just because you keeping your boundaries doesn't mean you're not keeping it real. Mm-hmm. Keeping your boundaries, meaning you knowing your worth, you knowing that you need to protect your peace, and you know what your mission is. Yeah. You know what your focus is. You know what you're moving towards. And you know that so much drama and so much negativity that even the people that you love around you can throw you off of your square. Mm-hmm. If you keep straight on that right path and you keep doing what you need to do, keeping it real is just meaning I'm going to the next level. Saying no when I need to say no. Keeping boundaries when I need to keep boundaries. Keeping my relationships peacefully. Keeping my word. Staying loyal to my customers. Staying loyal to everything that I need to do so that I can move me, my business, and my life and my growing to the next level. All of that is keeping it real. All of that is building your network. And all of that is you growing as a person, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. And that is what's going to open you up to a lot more opportunities, a lot more ventures, and helping a lot more people become successful leaders.
Yes, that's so true. And I just want to say, too, think about the president of the United States, right? They connect with what? Presidents, senators, Congress. They connect with people in their field.
Absolutely.
But they be themselves. You see, they're the president. They're the most powerful people in the world. But they be themselves, and also they're always growing. They didn't reach that level if they didn't have any personal growth. They didn't reach that level if they wasn't always working on themselves. They would have never reached that level. You know, I heard somebody say something so real. They said your gift can take you where your character won't keep you. You know, because a lot of people are gifted, but can your character keep you in that room? If you was invited to the president's house today, would you be able to have the character to stay in that room? Or did your gift take you there, but you don't know how to be able to conduct yourself, like Elise was saying, conduct yourself being in that room? You must know how to conduct yourself when you're doing business. This is serious. This is not no game. You're not in the game when you're a business person. You have to push through your tiredness. You have to push through when you don't feel like doing it. Why? Because you are an entrepreneur.
And you can't have excuses. When your employees need to be paid, they don't need any excuses. When it's time for you to have a meeting so that you can bring in the grant that you needed to take your business to the next level, there won't be any excuses of why you're late. I was late because I was helping somebody. I was keeping it real. But you've missed out on business opportunities. You've missed out on more networking than you ever had with the meeting that was set up because you were in the right room. You had the talent to be in that right room, but you didn't have the mindset to stay in that room. You didn't have the mindset to keep that network that you had. So you lost the grant. You were late trying to keep it real. So what's important to you? Keeping it real, being yourself, and getting to the next level, all goes into one. But keeping it real, you have to decide for yourself what keeping it real means to you.
Yes, that's so true. And I just want to say this real quick. The caterpillar keeps it real with the tree. The butterfly keeps it real with the flowers. The butterfly will never keep it real back with the tree unless it's on it for a minute, because it has metamorphosis. It has changed into something amazing. So if it do go back to a tree, it's only going to go there for a minute and then it goes to the flower. It doesn't stay there like the caterpillar. The caterpillar has a relationship with the tree. It keeps it real with it because that's where it's at in life. But eventually when it turns into a butterfly, it knows its value and its worth, and it can't go back to a caterpillar because that will be defeating the purpose of the connections that it's supposed to be making. It will defeat itself if it goes back into its old habits. It will destroy every connection that it has. So be mindful of everything you do. This is Stewart.
This is Elise.
Thank you for tuning in to Building Leaders for Success. Next time, we need you to do something to subscribe to our channel and make sure you like, right?
And share.
And share.
Absolutely.
Y'all have an amazing day.
See you later.